Hello everybody. Hope the previous topic regarding directions was clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you may write it in the comment section and I will try to clear it up. So today we'll start with the topic relation. This is a very often asked questions in the general intelligence section. So let me try to explain in brief what is a concept in relation. Then we'll try to solve a question in it. So to start with, um, imagine it to be a family tree or family branch, so that it would be easy to understand the relation and solve the question. Imagine your generation as children one, and for every male gender we use square, and every female gender we will use circle. So imagine you as a children, and you have a sibling, a sister, will name C2, and you have a brother, will name C3. Okay, and this all comes in a one generation series. And in case if you have to draw a branch, or branch it out, or draw a family tree for your parents, including your parents, the vertical line will represent your previous generation. So your father, make it F, your mother, make it circle. So in case you have a sister, and you have your sister and you have your brother, and their parents will be also your parents, this relation you'll have to keep it in mind. You will have to imagine in your mind. And their, your mother's siblings, say she has one sister, and she too has one brother. So with respect to your maternal, your maternal maternal relations will be same, parallel, like your paternal relations. That is, sister, if your father has a sister, say F1, and your father has a brother, say F2. So as far as English language is concerned, the both side will almost represent a mirror relation. So be it M1 or F1, both are considered aunt to you. That is, I am talking with respect to C1. Be it F1 or M1, it will be aunt. And be it F2, I was saying it as brother, right? F2 or M2, it would be your uncle. And in case if your brother has a daughter, your brother has a daughter, she would be niece to C1. And if your brother has a son, he would be your nephew. So this is the only maximum relation they asked for. And again, one more generation above father and mother, say grandmother and grandfather. Remember, only if you know the gender, you may circle or square it. If you don't know, it's better to leave it empty. So this grandmother and grandfather. And one more thing, if they are pair, you may very well cross it to keep in represent that they are pair. This is the basis of relation. Many times they might ask with respect to C1, what is M1, who is M2, or with respect to M2 they might ask how is C1 related to M2, or how is C1 related to F2. So if the question is how is C1 related to M2, is C1 is because we don't know the gender, because I'm assuming you as a both boy and a girl, let's consider it as C2. So C2 would be niece for M2, and C3 will be nephew for M2. Similarly, M1 and M2 is aunt and uncle for C2 and C3 respectively. So all the relations will be the same as they all belong to the same generation. So let's try to solve a question if this is clear. This was this year's question. A question is given followed by two statements 1 and 2. Consider the question and the statement and mark the correct option. Here the question states how is Q related to P? They are asking how is Q related to P. We don't know who is Q, we don't know who is P. So let's try to understand the question. Statement 1 says P has two sisters R and S. So we consider P, he has two sisters. So R is a sister, S is a sister. We don't know what is the gender of P yet. Second statement says R's father is the brother of Q. So R has a father because he is a father. P are saying he is male, and is the question again confirms that he is the brother of Q. So F, considering R's father is F, is brother of Q. And again now we don't know what is the gender of Q. Fine. The question is asking which one of the following is correct in respect to the above question and the statements. So okay, let's solve the question first. How is Q related to P? The question is how is Q related to P? Remember, we can solve it only if we know what is the gender of Q, because they are asking what is the relation of Q with respect to P. The question, even if it's going to state that ask that what is the relation of Q with respect to P, R and S, everything is going to be the same. But the answer we can answer only if we know what is the gender of Q. So we don't know what gender is Q, right? If Q is male, we call him uncle. If Q is female, we call her aunt. Because we don't know the gender, we cannot confirm what is the relation. So the question has many options here, like the question can be answered by using one of the statements alone but cannot be answered using the other statement alone. The question can be answered by using either statement alone. The question can be answered by using both the statements together but cannot be answered using either statement alone. And the last option, the question cannot be answered even using any of the statements. As the both statements is stating only the relation between F and R and not stating the gender of Q, answer would be the question cannot be answered even using any of the statements. The question cannot be answered even using any of the statements as because we don't know the gender of Q. Hope this video is helpful and you understand this question. If you have any doubt, you can very well comment in the comment section. Thank you.